Bonjour, ni hao.
Welcome back to the Game Boys channel.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Tim. And today we're going to be doing a tag video.
Tag.
So we are nice enough to be tagged by one of the creators of this tag, our friends Walt Life, Salt Life. We're going to link their video above and below. They did a collaboration with the Daunties.
Another one of our favorite YouTubers.
Yes.
Hello.
So we'll link them also because they're super fun. And they decided to do like a kind of Pride Month pin tag, which is always fun.
This is our first pin tag, I think.
Yeah.
It was so much fun to share pins. I'm very excited.
I know, it's super fun. And like these are always good because you get to be creative with it. And like people could have like different meanings with like how you interpret stuff.
And I don't know what Tim chose
Yeah,
or why, so I'm excited. I'm going to learn a lot through this myself.
So we're going to link the criteria down below with all the colors. So basically it's you're picking a pin that matches each color of the rainbow. Like so.
I decided to encompass all of the colors by wearing white since it's not a color, it's a shade.
Yes. And I'm going to be the out there one today.
So the first color in Roy G. Biv and the rainbow is red.
Yeah. And then red is supposed to represent life. And the pin I chose for life is this very beautiful Tsum Tsum Jafar Genie pin. So I'm going to show it. So that is my red life. So I chose this one because villains give me life. And also, like, he's kind of reborn into the genie when he becomes the
genie himself.
Yeah. So I just thought, life.
I like that interpretation. Alright, the pin I chose is a B&L logo from the movie WALL-E. And I chose this because A, there's red in it, but also it kind of helped remind us as a film about life on Earth and how we should take care of the Earth and protect it. So it's a cautionary reminder for life. It's like anti-life, but reminds you of why we need to protect it and take care of it. And also WALL-E's one of my favorite movies, and I wanted to include it somehow that way too.
And you have a t-shirt like that too, you could have worn that.
I know, but I didn't want to give away my pins before I...
Spoiler.
I didn't want to spoil it.
So, just a like disclaimer, we kind of like did an interpretation ourselves. So the guidelines were kind of just like, okay, the color's red, which means life. So you could pick any pin that represents life, or you could do like
a red
pin that represents life. And I thought we should definitely do the colors because like at the end it's going to show a rainbow, and this is a rainbow tag. So that's kind of how we justified it.
So the next color in the rainbow is orange, and we had to find a pin that represented healing. So I chose a pin from Coco that is orange and represents healing. It is between Mama, Imelda, and Hector, and throughout the movie they healed their old relationship together.
That's funny. So for my orange pin, I picked an animal because nothing heals you better when you're like sad and lonely than like one of your pets. And this is Raja from Aladdin. And I love Raja, and especially seeing the like new Aladdin movie, it made me realize how much I like Raja. And I like want all the Raja stuff now.
And to be like, we've always loved the Disney cats.
Yeah. So the next color in the Skittles is yellow, and yellow represents sunlight. I couldn't find a way to make this creative. So mine is like so literal. So it's the lanterns in Tangled, and then you have the sun. It's yellow though, and then the sun is purple. And we absolutely love Tangled, and I See the Light is like such a pretty song.
Sunlight. You see the sunlight. Alright, so the pin that I chose is of Belle. Not only is she wearing yellow, but I specifically chose a picture of, or a pin of her with a book because I'll always remember the scene when Beast shows through the library for the first time, and they like pull open the drapes, and like she closes her eyes and basks in the sunlight. And so that is why I chose this Belle reading book. I don't even know what series this is from, but it's a very large pin, and she's just sitting there with her book, enjoying reading in the sunlight. So the next color, G, green, and that represents nature. I also took this one a little bit literally too, and I chose
It's hard not to with this one.
a mini Tsum Tsum pic of Heimlich from A Bug's Life. And he's green. He just wants to become a pretty butterfly. I love him. I just like that he eats. And he's silly. So, he's out in nature. He's a bug.
Aren't you glad I didn't trade that one?
Orange, you're glad you didn't trade that one?
Because Bug's Life is not really like one of our faves. I don't know.
I like A Bug's Life. I think
Bug's Life is on the level of Cars for me.
Oh no, I like it better than Cars.
See, I'm the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw Cars for the first time. It was cute, but like it's one of those ones where like you don't have to see it more than once or twice.
Bug's Life is like a every few years if it's on Freeform movie.
Yeah.
Bug's Life Land is closing.
It is?
Yeah, they're putting in the new Marvel themed land in Disney's California
Is it
Adventure.
going to be Bobblehead Land?
Shade.
Alright, so for my green pin, I mean, you have to go literal pretty much on this one, unless it's like you're like mixing leaves or something, or like you're creating something. Anyways, so this is a really cute Chip and Dale pin, and they're just hanging out in nature, which is their habitat because they're clearly outdoor animals. Right, so the next color was really hard for me because like there were so many options of pins for this one. Like literally so many options. So the next one is blue and it represents magic. And Disney is magic, so it's like we could have
Anything could
dropped
have, yeah.
any pin and been like, oh yeah, because it's the magic of Disney. Ding.
Magic.
So I chose an Elsa pin because what's more magical than an angry pretty blonde girl making a ice castle out of nothing? So this is her dress from the Disney Loungefly collection. And she literally like whipped this out of nothing. And she did like one of the best reveals in history, in my opinion.
I concur with that sentiment. And the new trailer for Frozen 2, Too Frozen, Too Furious, just dropped, and she looks like she has a new outfit. She has pants.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
No, I think it's
like
the Broadway
she's
show.
trying to go that Bo Peep route, where she's like in pants to like create a statement like, I mean business, I'm wearing pants.
Well, they remember in Frozen, the Broadway musical, they put her in pants in Act 2. And like this cool jumpsuit corset thing when she sings Monster, which, fun fact, if you haven't heard Monster from that cast recording, you definitely should, because Monster was an amazing song that they wrote specifically for this stage musical, and I highly recommend it.
We always love like the girl
A power ballad.
like just like that Aladdin song.
Speechless.
Ugh.
Alright, the pin that I chose was blue, and it's actually funny because it is a Loungefly pin and it matches your dress pin. It is the blue Hades heel, and I thought that, I mean, Hades is a god, so it's not really magic, but with all of his flames and his underworldly powers, it's kind of magical, and the heel is magic, so Hades and Elsa should do a collection together where they combine their aesthetic together because it matches very well. The next pin, though, is purple. Purple represents Serenity, and the pin I chose has a purple or violet background, and it's serene because it features a food. Food always makes me happy, but also the little green alien, and this may be a stretch, but I love games because the Game Boys. See, get that? And games are a serene, happy place for me, and the claw game makes me happy, so this encompasses, on so many levels, purple, serenity, green, food, all of it. I love it.
That is kind of a stretch.
You know what? Purple glitter background counts. Comment below if you agree with me that it should have counted. Purple's a hard color. Finding a purple pin that's also serene that I could justify was a very hard thing to do. I want to see yours.
Okay, mine is an Aladdin pin, and it is when Prince Ali takes Jasmine on the magic carpet ride, and I just thought this was really pretty because it has like fireworks in the background, and like what's more serene than like just relaxing on 4th of July, looking at all the fireworks. And Ali has purple on him, and the magic carpet is like a mixture of violet purple, so I thought this was perfect.
So they're not even like riding the carpet on a magic carpet ride, they're just sitting and enjoying fireworks while eating a churro?
I mean, yeah, that's one of the outtakes.
That was on the director's cut.
Ooh, that sounds good. A churro.
Churros.
Oh, and if you didn't know, we're going to Disney World in August for the special
Fairy tales.
pin trading event. So we're super excited. Neither one of us has ever been to a pin event. And I haven't really been to Disney World all that often. I mean...
No, I'm definitely more familiar, I think, with the parks and the rides than you are. There's a lot of things we haven't done. I've never been to the Enchanted Tiki Room. I've never ridden Figment. There's a lot that will be our first time together doing stuff. And we'll be vlogging the entire time.
Well, not the entire time. We have to enjoy ourselves. But yeah, most of the time. Alright, anyways, so the last category is rainbow. And we actually, like, surprisingly only have one rainbow pin.
Official rainbow pin.
Like, all rainbow. But we didn't want to do that because we wanted to
It was too obvious. It was the obvious
creative.
choice.
Yeah. So mine has every color in the rainbow in it, and it's one of my most favorite pins ever. It's two of my absolute favorite characters. So you have, well, I guess 3 characters. So you have Woody and Lotso. The little binocular guy, Lenny, he's cool too. And I just thought this was just so pretty and so vibrant, and it's literally massive. Like, look at how big that is. So I thought that was cute. Rainbow.
And Lotso was at Sunnyside Daycare, and their artwork was a rainbow.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, you didn't remember. Alright, so...
The more you know. Rainbow.
That was actually really fun. The pin that I chose is a Big Hero 6 pin. See, I knew this shirt would come in handy someday. Tie it all to the end. And it also features all the colors of the rainbow. It is a red soda can, but right there you can see the 6 dots that represent all of the heroes, I would imagine. I think so. I'm just going to say that goes. But there's green, yellow, blue, indigo, and violet. So I thought that this is a subtle rainbow. See? If you turn it that way, it feels more like a rainbow. But Big Hero 6 is one of my favorite movies, and Baymax is certainly one of my favorite characters. So definitely glad that I get to end on a Big Hero 6 Baymax pin for the rainbow finale.
That's fun.
I liked all of yours. That was cool.
So we're gonna put them all together just to show the actual rainbow. But like my last pin's massive, so I don't know if it's gonna fit. Let's see. So this is them up close, rainbow, rainbow.
Pin rainbow. Okay, I was trying to do the Reading Rainbow soundtrack about pins, and you couldn't. Take a look. It is a pin. Pin rainbow. There they all are.
Yay! So that was fun. Thank you to Brittany and Liz over at Walt Life Salt Life for tagging us.
And the Daunties also for helping co-create this wonderful tag.
Yeah, it was super fun. So, we're gonna tag some people. You don't have to be LGBT to take part in this tag. You could just simply be an ally or someone who likes pins or
someone who likes rainbows.
So, I would like to tag Christina over at Playdates and Travels.
And I would like to tag Garrett and Alyssa at the Leffersons. They just got a bunch of new pins from their trip, so I'm sure they have many to choose from.
Yes, and Christina has tons of pins too, so it's going to be interesting to see both of their videos if they choose to do it.
And also, if anyone else would like to participate in this tag, please, you can find all of the criteria below, and feel free to do it yourself and share your video with us.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, and let us know which pins you like the most out of all of our pins.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.